Hi, everybody, and welcome to our membership information session for Main Street Connect. I'm Stacy, our Director of Member Experience, and I'm really excited to talk to you about all of the wonderful community building that we have at Main Street Connect, all the things that you can be a part of, from membership to programming. You will see lots of great pictures throughout. Maybe you'll recognize people if you're from the area and you've been involved in the disability community or involved in anything Rockville related. So if you see somebody, let me know. It's always fun. I want to let you know about the people who work at Main Street. I shared a little bit before that I am our Director of Member Experience. I've been here for a little over 2 years. But our team at Main Street is made up of a professional full-time team of about 6. And then we have some part-time program support folks that are either recent grads or maybe college students who really help us make sure that we are able to offer the variety of programs that we offer on a weekly basis. We also have some wonderful interns and volunteers. Just something that you should know, we are a community center for adults for 18 plus, and we really are mindful of that also with our interns and volunteers, because we know that for a lot of people in the disability community, they have not always been treated like the adults that they are. And we are really mindful in that in terms of the activities that we program, the people we bring in to lead programming and to support it. Are there any questions about our professional team?
Can anybody be a volunteer?
Yes and no. Yes and no. We are always looking for volunteers to help support, especially administratively. And if you have any activities or programs that you'd like to lead or offer, but we do have like an application and a process for volunteering. You know, we don't just take Joe Schmo off the street. We do run background checks to make sure that we're bringing in safe people to our community as well.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so I think it's important to take a moment to just kind of talk about our vision and our mission. We envision a world where people of all abilities thrive together, are included, feel connected, and have abundant choices and opportunities. So how do we do that? By creating dynamic opportunities through affordable and inclusive housing and community engagement so people of all abilities can live their best lives. And I'm going to focus most of our conversation today on the community engagement side of that mission. And that's really fulfilled through our programming and our membership. So we have some founding principles: affordability, inclusivity, sustainability. It's our goal that Main Street Connect in Rockville is just the first of many. And we're really involved in consulting with other groups out there who have projects similar to Main Street's, sharing our knowledge with the world, coming together in that way. We hosted a conference in November to share some of our findings and things like that. So we want to share our knowledge and our wisdom wherever we can. Another piece of Main Street Connect that really makes us unique from a lot of the other community organizations out there that serve people with disabilities is that we have a very strong policy called Bring Your Own Independence. We are not a service provider. We are not a DDA center, a drop-off facility. If you need any individualized care or support, you need to bring that with you, and many people do. We are not direct service professionals when we are at Main Street. Our staff and our volunteers are not. So like I said, residents and members are encouraged to bring with them whatever and whomever they need to help them fully access and enjoy the benefits of living at Main Street or being a member of the community center. That's different for a lot of people. I know that in a lot of organizations, the staff, they overstaff for the purpose of having people there to help support people individually. We do not do that at Main Street. Are there any questions about that before I move on? Okay, great. Awesome. So I want to talk a little bit about our community center and our spaces. This is a view from right across the street. You're looking here at 50 Monroe Place. Out front, right here where my little teal dot is the Soulful Cafe, which is a really lovely coffee spot. You can also get smoothies and great breakfast items and lunch. Typically it's open from, I want to say 7 to 2 because it mostly serves that breakfast and lunch crowd. And we're really excited because we're having a Soulful Spring Fest in the middle of May 14th, actually. And we are bringing in some new items to our cafe. We're featuring more local bakers, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have just like this whole festival where you can try all of the new and different foods. We're also going to have Zumba because we love Zumba. It's just a party. So there's going to be an outdoor Zumba fest at 1 o'clock, and I'll share a little bit more about how you can find out about the events that we are hosting further down the presentation. So when you first walk into Main Street, actually, you'll see a front desk, which I realize that you'll walk through these doors here. People come to Main Street lots of different ways. We are really, really close to Rockville Metro Station. There's a bus station right around the corner. There are a number of people who ride their bike, a number of people who live in apartments nearby and they walk. Some people get dropped off. We have street parking on Monroe Place, and there's a paid garage across the street at 51 Monroe, just so you know. There's also somebody who rides an electric scooter. I see the electric scooter parked outside every once in a while. So when you walk through these doors right here, where you come through these doors right here, there is a front desk person, a front desk concierge who will let you in if you are a member. Residents have a fob so they can come in and out freely. You'll check in, they'll let you know, you'll check in, let them know where you're going, and they'll point you in the right direction. One of the first things that you'll see when you walk in is actually this fitness center, which is really beautiful and state of the art. The equipment is so nice. If you are somebody who works out, this is a wonderful place to work out. If you are somebody who is new to using a fitness center and gym equipment, we got you. We have semi-private training. It's a 4-on-1 that we offer on Thursdays. And we're going to start offering it on Wednesday evenings, where you can go and get a little more familiarized with the gym equipment so that maybe you'll feel more comfortable coming back on your own. These are the locker rooms, which people have access to. You can use a locker here. We have a towel service so that really all you need to bring is like a change of clothes and maybe some toiletries. And you can pop in the shower, get nice and fresh, and be on your merry way. The next space in our community center is our classroom or our peace room. It's one big room that actually has a dividing wall. You can see that here in the picture with the chairs. We most often keep that open so that we can accommodate more people. But you can see all these different configurations. We do lots of different activities in here. This is a great workout class that we don't have going on right now, but we have a number. I'll talk about the specifics of that in a moment, but we have yoga classes, Zumba, cardio boxing. I run mindfulness programming, and we use this space. We've had sound baths. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced a sound bath, but it is so cool. And then we also have had more presentation style events, more educational style things. Members can actually rent out these spaces for personal or professional use. And then our biggest programming space is Poppy Boy's Kitchen. And we use this for pretty much every social event that we have. We also have some cooking and baking demonstration programs that we run out of here. Lots of art programming that happens at these tables in the picture on the bottom right. There's a picture of the baking, by the way. And what else have we do game nights in here, movie nights, karaoke. We had a neon party. It was supposed to be a glow party, but we didn't realize that it wouldn't be dark until 8 o'clock. So it was a neon party instead of a glow party. We have had spa nights in here. There's always something happening in here. Even if there's not a program, you'll find people in here just kind of hanging out. Some of our residents like to bring their laptops down and they can work from here, and that's totally fine with us. You'll see this huge TV. We watch lots of big sporting events. Like I said, we do movies. We did a lot of Olympics watching this past year because we had 2 Olympics in like a 6-month span, right? And because we were really building our spaces during COVID, we were able to make sure that our technology was in a place to support Zoom, virtual and in-person programming. And our virtual programming really took off. In fact, when we first started our more recent memberships, all of the programming that we did was virtual, and we have done it really, really well. So much so that we now have members beyond the DC metro area. We have members in Florida, in Texas, in Georgia, Alabama, New Jersey, and we offer most of our programming in a hybrid format, meaning you can come in person or on Zoom. We do offer some programs that are only in person, and we have a handful of programs that are only on Zoom, just by the nature of what they are. That's what we found works the best. So I'd just like to share that with everybody. And it's been so helpful for so many reasons to have that hybrid programming. We have a couple of members who are nonverbal, but they can fully engage and communicate using the chat feature on the Zoom. Maybe you don't have enough time to get to Main Street, do a program, and then get where you need to go next. So you can join virtually and save yourself this time, space, gas. Maybe you don't quite have a ride that day. Maybe you're just not feeling up for it. So we are really committed to making sure that we keep that virtual programming as a part of our calendar. All right, so outside of Poppy Boy's Kitchen is this beautiful patio. We have like an open lunch, so to speak, on Tuesdays. Residents come down, members come in, you bring your own lunch, we just hang out. It's really casual, but it's just a nice way to break up the day. We don't do a ton of programming in the middle of the day because many of our members do work. And most of our programming will happen like in the morning and then in the late afternoon into evening. On the weekends, that's a little bit different. We have programs from 10 until like through 3:30. And then we're starting some programming on Sunday evenings called Sunday Socials. We're going to start that May 1st. So, all right. So I was going to talk a little bit about the different memberships that we have. And actually this community access pass is no longer coming soon. It is live. I need to update this page. We have programs 7 days a week. When you become a member, we bill automatically. So your membership renews each month and you don't have to worry about remembering to send in a check or typing in your credit card information. We keep it very safely on file just for those membership dues. We have a member portal where you can keep track of, how much money you're spending on your membership and your event fees. You can keep track of what you've registered for and even see the Zoom links if they're virtual. It's just another place for you to grab whatever information you might need. We have a pretty active private Facebook group that people really connect on. You don't have to be on Facebook. A lot of our members do not use it, but those who do use it a lot. They plan to go bowling or to hang out. They like to find out who's going to what event this way and that way, and maybe they coordinate rides together or transportation together. We also have a member directory and an archive of some resources from past events. So, okay, this is really nice. We conduct a survey every fall, and we ask our members, current and those who are no longer members, but if they had a membership during the calendar year, we ask them about how they're feeling about their membership and our programming and how things are going for them. And it's just been, the response has been truly wonderful. 95% of our members say that they feel more connected to other people because of Main Street. 94% say they've learned new things. 92% say that they feel more like they belong, and 92% have shared that their overall life has improved just by being a part of this community. I'm gonna skip over this because it's just not as much fun. I'll go back to this page. I also want to let you know that we engaged in a research study with the University of Maryland to measure the quality of life of our members and our residents. And we just got the findings back pretty recently, and it shows that there's a statistically significant improvement in people's quality of life that has to do with how safe they feel, how supported they feel in their community. So it was really cool to see that. This was like a real research study through the university with professors, and so we were really thrilled. So we have a few different types of memberships. We have our activity memberships, which is what I guess you guys are here to learn about, but we also have a professional membership, which I can touch on in a moment. And we are about to launch a wellness membership. So the activity memberships get you access to all of our programming, our social programming, cultural programming, personal development, wellness. I'm sure I'm forgetting things, but you get access to all of the programs. And our professional membership gets you access to some of our activity membership programs, but mostly we have quarterly professional networking and development events. And then our wellness programming will allow you access to the fitness center and all of our wellness classes. And we are going to be launching 2 advanced fitness classes specifically designed with those wellness members in mind. But I'm going to speak mostly about our activity memberships now. We have 2 different versions of this membership, and you really just choose what's going to work the best for you. Our Plus membership, which is what most of our members have, is an all-inclusive membership. It's $99 per month per person, and it's the best way to go if you want to come to lots of different events. You don't want to have to worry about paying additional event fees. You would only pay a fee for an event if there is a supply or a meal involved. Core members pay a lower monthly fee, but then you pay an event fee for each event that's somewhere between $5 to $15, just depending on what it is. So if you're somebody who only really wants to come to the occasional event, maybe one thing a week or something like that, then I would definitely recommend doing the core membership. Some people start out as core members, and I try to keep an eye out. And if I notice that you are getting close to spending, that $99 in event and membership fees for a 30-day period, I'm gonna give you a call and say, hey, we're gonna put you in Plus membership for the rest of this billing period, and then let's have a conversation. Do you want to move over to Plus membership and not have to worry about it moving forward? So we try to be really flexible, and it goes the same way. If you are a Plus member and you feel like you're not using your membership, just send me a note. If you want to switch over to Core, we will work with you to do that. We're not here for your money. We're here to build community, to help you make connections and have a great time. Okay, so I'm just going to very briefly touch on these other 2 memberships. I spoke about the wellness membership that's coming soon. And then this professional membership, lots of networking events, both. All of these options allow you to reserve spaces at Main Street. Pro members get a profile featured on our website. They will also get a discount on activity and wellness memberships for any affiliated employees. So, it's a really nice thing to do. If you work in a larger organization, you get a membership, a professional membership, and then you can share, some of those benefits with all of your employees. So I spoke a little bit about programming just throughout the presentation so far. We offer programs in these categories here: wellness, which is really mindfulness and fitness, personal development, social events, cultural events, and some educational engagement. We have a number of events that happen every week, but then we also have some events that happen once a month and some events that will happen just one time, special events like a workshop or something like that. We also have some events that have been going on for 2 years, some programs that have been meeting weekly for 2 years. And then we also have things that are like more limited series where it's maybe a 4, 8, or 10 weeks series where you're working on a project or something like that. So we try to offer lots of different variety. We are really choosy about who we partner with to offer programming at Main Street. You know, you have to know that you're working with an audience of adults of different needs, and it's really important to us that whatever we offer is something that everybody is going to enjoy and find interest in. One of the things that you can expect from us, in addition to all of this programming, is really clear communication. I send out a member email, a member newsletter every Monday afternoon. That's like a digest of all of the events in the week ahead. And then I'll share maybe some special events that are happening beyond that, and any kind of announcements that you may need to know about. We work really hard to make sure that our communications are consistent. So whatever you see on the website is what you'll see in the newsletter, is what you'll see on the screen when you walk in the lobby that shows what all of the events for the week are. We work really hard to make sure that it's streamlined and clear for everybody involved. So I put some images here of some of our favorite events. On Thursday evenings, we do something called an evening wind down, which is like a mindfulness session and a stretch just to get ready, like to unwind from the end of the day. I offer a program with one of my best friends who is a clinical social worker called Space of Belonging, and it meets every Wednesday at noon. This is one of those virtual only programs. And we talk about all of the wonderful things that are happening in our life, but also anything that we might be struggling with. We really focus on understanding how to maintain boundaries and have healthy relationships. We talk some about conflict resolution, and my kids are in the room next door, so you're hearing them play. So sorry for that distraction. We have a number of really awesome wellness activities. Music City Workout is probably our most popular. Spirited Sam is both a resident and a member who does have a disability, but he is an excellent trainer. He does also offer some private training for people who might be interested, but his class is so much fun. There's a theme each week and people dress up for it, and the music is always in line with it, but it's also guaranteed to make you sweat and just you'll leave really happy with a smile on your face. Bake with Sharon happens each month, and this is a program that is both in person and online, and we send out the recipe in advance. There are a number of people who Zoom in from their kitchens, and they will bake along with us, which is really, really, really cool to see. We have a game day every Saturday where we rotate between trivia, charades, categories, and bingo. Everybody loves bingo. And what else? We have some great social programs, Main Street Hang, Soulful Fridays, which actually we just rebranded as Friday Vibes. We've got a monthly sports talk program called The Huddle. So we try to offer something really for everybody. And if you don't see it here, talk to us. There might be room and space in our calendar to offer something new. But if there is an interest that you have, you are pretty much guaranteed to find at least one other person in our membership of 200 that has the same interest as you, whether it's a video game or, you know, movies, things like that. So some other pictures of programs. You know, you don't have to come to every single program. That's why we offer all of these different membership options. You can be as involved as you want to be. If you want to plan a program, you are more than welcome to work with us to develop something. we'll give you a shot. If it's popular, maybe we'll keep it going, or maybe it was just a one-time thing, and that's fine too. I do want to take a moment to talk about health and safety. We are mask optional in line with Montgomery County's regulations, but we do require anybody who wants to come to in-person programming to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19. And if that is not an option for you, we understand. You can just show us proof of a negative PCR test from within the past 72 hours. So depending on what programs you're coming to, maybe that's once a week. But if you have questions about that and your individual situation, feel free to reach out to me individually. We do have financial assistance available to help with some membership fees. I am going to send a follow-up email to this presentation, which will outline that process. So I won't get too deep into it right now, but we try to make it simple. We don't want anybody to not ask for help if you need it. And we try to keep it pretty simple and confidential. You know, it's just me and another member of our team that really work through that. Some nice things that people have said throughout their time with us at Main Street. I feel very safe and appreciate all of the staff. They are so nice to everyone. Connecting with others and feeling included. Overall, a great experience and valuable programs. Hanging out with friends and new friends at Main Street. I don't live there, but I feel like it's my home. So that's really nice. I am gonna stop the screen share and I'm gonna end the recording so we can have some time to chat. You can ask any questions. I'm more than happy to answer. And I'm just so glad that you took the time to join me tonight. So let me go ahead and stop the recording.